But beyond health, we need to provide for our families. We're seeing the rising level of debt and unemployment during this crisis, and whether we're on a fixed income or using our savings, are we making decisions based on our values? So, what is financial wellness? It's about having a vision for your life, gaining clarity of your values and financial planning that aligns with what matters most to you. What's going on in this world right now is a great lesson on personal finance. The importance of having emergency funds to help navigate during turbulent times, keeping your debt under control, understanding needs versus wants. Personal finance really is 80% behavior and 20% knowledge. Here you can see some facts and statistics. For example, 38 million households live paycheck to paycheck. That's 7 out of 10 people. These facts are not meant to discourage you or scare us. It really means that we're not alone. And then here are some more. Among half of Americans won't be able to cover an unexpected expense of $500 or less. And then these graphs, it shows it's not just low-income households. It affects everyone. This long-term lack of savings is partially a cultural phenomenon. Baby boomers have a stronger sense of optimism than the World War II generation and have not placed the same priority on savings. Worse, they have virtually unlimited access to credit and a habit of spending beyond their means, regardless of how much money they make. Again, credit isn't a bad thing. It's just mindless consumption with credit is the problem. So we have to be intentional about savings. So why did I provide these statistics? And what does it really mean? To me, it indicates lack of awareness. Whether it is an external event such as the pandemic or a more personal source of disruption, this lack of awareness of our well-being can result in financial or mental disruptions. If we don't know how much money we need to live per month, we're not gonna save, and really we don't budget. 2/3 of Americans do not budget. Which brings me to the core values, what I discussed in the beginning. What's important to us? We need to have an intent, a why, in order to achieve financial resiliency. Given our current pre-COVID behaviors, is this crisis enough to shape or change our behaviors? Is it a good restarting point, perhaps a resetting point? In times of crisis or disruption, how are our core values tested? How can we focus on maintaining wellness? Well, your financial institution, like Comerica Bank, can help. Talk to your financial counselor. I'm here to help and listen. But without a clear vision and intent, you won't find true happiness with money. For example, if you are on a diet and you want to lose weight, you set up a plan, but then there's no clear vision. You fall off the wagon. You have to get back on it. But if you have a vision, you'll get back on it. Same thing with money. You have to have an intent. We have to ask ourselves, what kind of life do we want to live? And does it align with our core values? What makes us happy? And Henna will discuss how and elaborate on that point later. Again, personal finance is 80% behavior and 20% knowledge. You have to be honest, be vulnerable with yourself. What is preventing us personally? Is it lifestyle inflation? Is it keeping up with the Joneses? Misunderstanding credit? Instant gratification? Do we have access to the correct banking products and services? Did you talk to a financial counselor or a financial specialist? The most important thing, do you have a budget? The first step is awareness. If you don't know your numbers, you're not going to save, because knowing your numbers will lead to your dreams and values. But create a budget with your partner. I'm emphasizing partner because it is very important to communicate about your finances with your partner, especially during crisis. that we're all on the same page. Without knowing what flows out, we have nothing to compare to what flows in. That's why budgeting is so important. And I promise you, it'll encourage you to make modifications to your day-to-day money management and get you on a better path. I'll end with this. Money is a tool, and Hina and I discussed money plays a supportive role, not the star of the show. I'm here to listen